excited. Are you going to be a Gen G fan? Well, don't worry, because Gen G fans can actually get their jerseys that are available at the STC Arena. T1 also have a bunch of selections that are available here, like pins, stickers, utensils, and many, many more. There's also a custom mouse pad if you'd like to get some new gaming gear. So come to the STC Arena if you're looking for some fun.
On my way. I meant to take this, son of a bitch. That was a terrible move by me, golly damn. Oh my god, I just into this one as well.
And the passion being felt by all the MKOI fans in the STC Arena and around the world. Everyone cheering Super as he got fed on the Jinx, despite the fact giving up some early kills to T1. MKOI able to battle back despite the odds, and we go to a game number 3 here in the quarterfinals. Welcome back to the studio. D-Don here alongside Finn, Valdez, and Medios. And Finn, we start with you. All the way back to the draft, man, because we saw the Gwen and you're like, oh no, I don't know about the Gwen. I don't know about these bans. They're banning Yone.
Falling like bowling balls. No, not bowling pins. That's the word I want to use.
I guess bowling balls
look too. At the damage here. Look at all of MKOI. You thought it was Supa that was doing the most damage, but because of every single fight T1 was going to kill him, it allowed the rest of MKOI to also step up because he got all of his damage out, died, and then it was usually Mirwin who was second in command as a DPS and kind of finished them, got them over that line in the end of the fight.
27-16 are most kills in a series here, in a game so far, and I'm sure it'll top the series a little bit. Valdez, this was just very, very scrappy and not as slow and calculated and controlled like game 1 was for T1.
Yeah, I mean, I think it does have a little bit to do with the draft, whereas if you get ahead and you're constantly diving the Jinx, like, you're going to have a good time with a draft like this. You have so many ways to approach with the Rise. You've got the Mbessa on flanks and stuff like that. You can handle it, but if you ever let the snowball go the other direction, you just don't really have an answer. You're just getting rolled over. You don't have enough backline access, and you just kind of die. So I do think that moving over to the blue side, they should be able to have a little bit more help. I'm assuming, well, actually, there it is. Right there. Chooses blue.
What am I doing?
T1,
oh
my
fucking
surprise,
god.
and I think they should be able to close this one out, but getting a little spicy here.
Well, now, we've seen some of the priority bans here against MKOI. Obviously, the Yone is going to be the big one. Finn, where do you want to see MKOI try to go to from the red side? Obviously, they got to follow the blue side, so give us what you think the priority is going to be for T1 and what the response should be for MKOI.
Well, honestly, I think Jojo, despite dying this game to Faker 1v1, has had good laning phases. And I think right now, most of the power picks that you really look for will be out. So for me, having a strong mid lane matchup for Jojo and allowing him to play aggressive, I think is going to allow MKOI to walk into the mid game with a lead, and I think they can use that to snowball, because I think let Mirwin counterpick his red side, let him play whatever he wants to play, because that's on him. Don't think about that, let him think about that. Just make sure that Elyoya and Jojo can work in tandem and find those good skirmishes to really accelerate the game forward.
Yeah, and remember, it started with the solo kill by Doran on Merwin. Things didn't look good, but he was able to scale, make the plays, and have that huge 1v1 against Faker in the pit later on. Midas, where do you want to see this draft go for the side of T1 to close it off? Because remember,
oh my fucking god,
if they lose, they're out of the tournament. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, well, for T1, I think that, you know, from talking to all the LCK casters back in the green room, they are not a huge fan of Kai'Sa, which is surprising because I like Kai'Sa, but it didn't go very well for T1 in that game.
I don't know
It does seem like Guma does.
All right, next game up, GG against FlyQuest, baby. Down a fucking point of material, moron. Hey, you win, bro. You win, bro. Why are we not resigning? Bitch. So disrespectful of me not to resign when you're that dog shit. Can't use ad block for chess? Bro, Chrome got rid of ad block or something. And I lost my premium membership. And we're playing some fucking tunes here. Oh shit, he took it with that.
And now it's time for FlyQuest vs. Gen G, our final quarterfinals of the Esports World Cup. FlyQuest, who qualified earlier out of the group stage into the knockout stage, looking to pull off an upset for the LTA North. And here they come, surrounded by fans. It is the reigning back-to-back MSI champions, Gen G, coming on in, looking to try and come up with answers here for how their form is and what they're going to look like for the Esports World Cup. Welcome back, everyone. Gigon here alongside Valdez and Medios, and joining us is CEO and leader, the heartbeat of Gen G.
What's up, Arnold?
Welcome, Arnold. How's it going, man?
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, just kind of walk us through what this last several couple of month has been like. The couple of months have been like. It was back over at Road to MSI in Busan, then flying over to Vancouver for MSI. Now you're here for your first match at the Esports World Cup.
So for me, I was actually here for the beginning of Valorant as well. So I flew from here to Vancouver. Luckily, everything went well. We won. We found a restaurant that was willing to open like late night past the hour, because everything. Vancouver's a beautiful city, but everything closes really early. So we had a good late night dinner there. Then flew in the next day. But the one thing that I was really excited about is we fixed our sleep schedule a little bit early. I forced them to go to a celebratory dinner at Carbone. Shout out to Carbone. a little bit late at night, with some good carbs and healthy stuff. And I think their sleep schedule is much better now. So.
All right, look at that. Just thinking about it all the time. You have multiple teams here over at the Esports World Cup. You currently have 1,000 points, 500 for the placement for Valorant, 500 for the placement of Apex, and you have a minimum of 200 because you've already made it on through to the quarterfinals due to your seeding from MSI. Kind of talk me through what the Esports World Cup means for Gen G in the greater ecosystem of esports.
I would say the biggest thing that, the reason why I'm here is I want to make sure that our teams, a lot of them are first timers here, right? So I wanted to make sure that, all their setup is good, that they have access to Korean food or Asian food, or there's a lot of Asian food requests on our roster, obviously. So that's probably the biggest thing, and we've had great success.
My turf. Maybe you could try MLBB.
MLBB, like Mobile Legends, bang bang.
Yes, indeed. It is the bang bang game because right now we are having the semi-finals match right behind us, and hey, it's all women.
So you're telling me that I could play a shorter version of League of Legends on my phone and potentially compete in the stage behind me?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. I mean, I guess if you start now, you could join next year, Who knows?
Girl, do you think I have the talent?
Everybody has a talent.
All right, she approves. I'm gonna grab my phone right now because I gotta start practicing, guys.
Sponsored?
Thank you very much, Kitty, as we had a couple of explosions here, a lot of it, as we close out our quarterfinals with the final one. It is Gen G up 1-0 over FlyQuest, but it wasn't without its twists and turns. Gen G with the early lead, FlyQuest battling on back, but ultimately the back-to-back reigning champions of MSI find their way to victory in game number 1. Welcome back to the SDC Arena. Digon here alongside Valdez and Medios as we set the stage for game number 2. Now this one goes the way of Gen G as we take a look at the draft. Medios, what jumped out at you here?
Well, I thought Gen G had a really good plan going up against FlyQuest. Something that, to me, shows that they have a lot of confidence against this team is that they gave Vi and then they took Azir Skarner 1-2, which, to me, you wouldn't really do that against a team you were scared of because